Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to make my favorite steak, the Manhattan Filet, which is made from a New York strip. It's a good steak, but these steaks are pretty big for me. This with the sides, usually I feel all full afterwards, and that's why I don't even eat buffets anymore, because then I always try to eat too much, get my money's worth, and then what's the point of that? Why do you want to feel all full and nauseated afterwards, especially when you're paying good money? So the Manhattan Filet is a little tighter steak, and it's actually a little better than the New York itself, because you cut out the connective tissues and some of the fat parts, which that cooks different than the meat at a different rate. So when you're making a medium steak, as you should, the other parts may be undercooked and they may be a little tough, some parts where you have to pull out and spit out. So you cut that out. But you don't waste it, because then we just chop it up in really small pieces so it's broken down, and then when you cook it a little rougher. And then since it's smaller pieces, they have more surface area and they'll cook better too. And with that, you can make like a steak sandwich, steak omelet. Mix it with anything, lentils, beans. It's really good. And then we also, if there's any fat, sometimes there's a lot of fat on them, we chop it up and we use that too. We render it for the pan. It's great to render for the pan. It'll instead of just using oil, so you save a little bit on oil, and then it'll give it a beefier flavor. And the pan, is hot when that's cooked, so it's ready to go for the steak. And it's a great snack. Even I used to feed it to my chickens too. They loved it too. So let's go and show you how to make the Manhattan Filet. Okay, as you can see here, don't get a New York that has a line right through it. Make sure you got this nice big chunk here, so you can get a good Manhattan. And you can see here, there's lines here, lines here, lines here, lines here. That's the connective tissue, and this is fat, but it also has, let me see, sometimes it has something else, not just fat. There's like some clearer part, and that's like a connective tissue or something like that, and it's very tough. So you could cut by the line if you want, and just cut around it. Then you have it's fine. You could do it that way. But if you want a more perfect shape, you could also just go like this and just straight out cut it like that. And like that, basically. It depends how big you want your steak, and if you don't mind if it's a little bit awkward. I mean, the steak's already kind of awkward. And then you can just cut this part off here like this. I'm doing a little sloppy here. It's okay, because you're going to keep that meat anyways. Actually, it's a little small for my taste. I probably could have made it a little bigger. There's a little something here. You can kind of shave that off. All right. And then this one, let's see. This one I'll try to cut with the line here. Okay. There's a little piece here. And then you got that thing here. Oh, there's a little bit more there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It's a beauty. So with all that connective tissue, so it's kind of tender, like a filet. It's a very tender piece of meat, but it also has the marbling. So this is a really nice steak. But usually what I do is I cook it and then I slice it up. So and you could put it in a sandwich, on a salad, or just as a regular steak, and you could eat it as a steak. Those are my steaks. And then all this meat, I just mince it up. Sometimes that fat, if I have a lot of fat, I'll remove it and separate it, and I'll use it. But this, I think I don't have that much fat on this one. I won't bother with that. And these pieces here, these are the parts that usually has some kind of like a tough part here. So what I do here, I mean, you can cook that down, but it takes a long, long time. So I just kind of remove this part, and this is the only part that I throw away, this long part here. Okay. Same thing here. Look at, so you can see all the strings here. That is some tough stuff there. Like gray skin, something like that. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but those are some of the chewy parts you spit out. And then, you know, also, like if you're eating a large steak, I don't know how much protein your body can absorb from there. You know, so you're kind of wasting in that way as well. Not only do you feel sick, how much protein you're actually absorbing. So this way, you split it up. Especially since how expensive steaks are nowadays. Sometimes I just, for me, I just buy 1 or 2 steaks, and well, this one's gonna make me, it's gonna have these 2 huge steaks. Well, they're pretty big, in my opinion. I forgot to sharpen my knife or something. Well, I don't have the best chopping skills either, as you can see. Okay. And then I'll get some sandwich baggies, and usually when I do this, the steaks I'm ready to cook them, and I'll save this mince meat. It's my steak. I'll keep it. 5-second rule for me. It actually didn't fall on the floor though. It fell on something down there, a box. So there's that too. All right. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I overdid it on that one. I should have made that other steak a little bigger. But yeah, like I said, for me it doesn't matter because I'm cooking these steaks separately, but I would try to make them more similar in size if I was cooking them together. Sometimes you could fit them both in the pan. And then here's this one. And then this one, I'll cook right now. I'll save these ones for later. I'll probably freeze. Well, yeah, I'm gonna eat something else later, so I'll probably just freeze both of these other packages here. And that is the Manhattan filet processing.